Pertama yung wifi siya.
Carlo, whenever you're ready.
Switching screens.
Colin Shelter. That goes Talanoa deep into his own 25. Lewis Dick pounding him. Oh, what a wonderful bit of running, but he didn't have really enough support. However, Sammy is there, and Duffy in the problem. This is Sammy with 14 lots of tries against Glasgow on Tuesday. Support there from Saleo, the lock forward. Moducelli, the other lock is there. Driving on through the seat of the block. This could be a wonderful try for Simone. This is going to score. And again, the Common run out across the field. Trying to steal the biscuit. Colin Shelter out to General for the interception.
Back of the line, Unger again, and Unger still going. Out here too. Lucky goes to the corner.
Start.
Over to you guys.
Okay. I guess we'll start, right?
Go ahead, my dear.
Okay.
Okay. Malo Kalo. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you may be. Okay, we want to welcome you to our conversation with probably one of the most exciting, electrifying player that's ever graced the rugby field in his time. One of the most exciting players that ever come out of our island nation. He was, as you call it in American football, the quarterback of his team. He was a member of the 1973 team that beat Australia. This was a historic win for our little island. As you can see, we're still talking about it. When I was gathering his information about him, all I hear was that this guy was a great player. He knew what to do before everyone figured out. Great leader on the field. So we are honored and excited to have him as our guest tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Aunga Fonua, to our Tongan pro athletes of today and yesterday. Aunga mawhiwhia I he mao e whainga maria ko nige tau ki pōlawe. O whawhekau aki mo e taimina ke wainga hai miho tau ki Fonua. O mai ki ahon. O rea bege ke i umai o se hello ki he our audience and let them know where you came from Tonga, and where you live at today. So we want to welcome you to our conversation tonight.
Thank you very much, and Bill and Carol. I'm very humble that you need to talk with you and program. As last week, we're talking to how.
Yep.
Right now, I live in a little called Smithfield, Utah. It's only 10-15 the border of Idaho. So it's a little over 100 miles from where I live to Salt Lake City. So if you guys don't know how to speak Tongan, so I will talk to you guys some and then some Tongan. But or most of them are watching this their own place, and I hope they can enjoy the program. My dad is Tonga Tapu. My mom a little village in Bavau called Hakio. I'm from there. My dad is from Fonua. So when I went to high school, graduated school in 1969, and went on. And when I got back to my mission, I started to go join the team from Kolovai, which is the team. And I started playing them in 93. And last was chosen to represent the Tongan national team. But I played for Tonga 1973, 74, and 75. And what's funny about that's when the Tongan team to Australia in 73, Great Britain 74, and New Zealand 75. And after that, there was no more tour coming up then. And that's when it's time for me to go find a life. so I get and went to BYU, Hawaii.
Malo. Sai be tau ai fa tonga pe pa tau ai fa palangi.
Iyo,
Yes.
oi.
Ai be kau le fa tonga mo kau le fa palangi. Kau sai be kana kau ki mau ki po ka ma foki ko mau kamata be mo tol mo pio mo kal mo hano mo pain kol heni kon ko mau finga be ke
Kataki, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just getting feedback here. Go toka ke ongo lele mai a haunga. Ai ko tu kapau mo mute pe ho mo telefoni. Tu ke pe a haunga and of course you got it good. Mo toki lea pe pa tu unmute.
yeah, when you talk then you come unmuted, right?
I okay. Kore atu so. Kataki o ki mute anu telefoni tu ke pe a haunga.
Tohi mai kakai Facebook au lahi forget noise.
Yeah. Okay. We're good to go. Go and go.
So good to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Malo Peter. Sorry.
Yeah. Malo kal. Ko hange ulo ane nai ko na mau kamata bigi pes ko ni ke ko huinga pe ko ke poke mai ke I lo I he tau whanau mo kakai ai. E kau spoti na nau hanga kamata mai ai wa inga me tonga o mai hingoa tonga o ave I toa pure anga. Te wo lahi foke a honi toko lahi e tau whanau nau kau he spoti o tau professional law ba alo I pe ai hingoa tonga Kana mau kamata ko ni ki pes ko ni ke mau puke mai ke ilo he whanau mo e tau tupu a mau tolu ko ni na mau kamata mai ai wai ngā mei tonga o hake ai ho tau ki Fonua ki tonga. Tapu albe tai mi mo e lahi ai kau sport he time ko e ko nau o si more atu. Papu mau whi mau bege ke tai o mai ke whotu ke sio mai ke tau Talanoa o mau tolo ke mo uhe tai ni mi ke sio mai ke whanongo mai ki ai e tau whanau. Papu mau whia o Talanoa mo mau tolu ke mau ilo ai he ho mau tupu hake ai tau ngā puka ngahi whamalohi sino mo kai mo haha mo mea na e whai he taimi ko ia o mo mau ai vi ke mo o mo wai he tau o professional o mai ai te muri. Kana mau tāno mo whakae wiko o si en mo ekangi ai pako haha mo kai mo whamalohi sino na e whai o mo kau a pehe ai o mau ai ho mo iwi.
Koe taimi ko ia, matui whauko koe taimi ko ia I tonga, ko tau ki Fonua, koe malo ope, e ope foi mea ia, ka koe kiki o whaingata hono kumi. Tuke, toke alu ki tahi, teke alu tolongi maha moa me kaunga api, koe I mea pia koe te lava kai. Ka koe taimi whakamau sino, koe taimi koe na mawai ngai, koe toko si I pia mau tolu na mau ihe ako, na mau wakpe na mai ki ngā ui. Koe tonga koe mau tama vai ngā me hifo, koe nau ope o kau taha he pongpongi ki he whiawhipa nau whoki mai, o maro I sino. Koe whamasino koe a, o kai ke ha mea kai, o sipe koe kai, pia kumeat hareka ke kakafu niu, he tua kolo ope o torifu ke hiro. Ka mea koe nai tua koe he tamai ki, ka tope whanki timi koe mehenga hi kolo ke heke. Neongo pena na nau takitaha e peni timi, ka nai mate aki he whanki whanau wainga ko ia e nau whakamaro sino. Kai whoku kai ki hange whoku e ni, tai mini, o ki he timi, o hiki mo, ai whanki I mea, ta koe kai, tai hanu tatau. Ka koe taimi whoku koe malo pe, ka koe mea koe, koe hau koe, ai ki kakai koe, o ki wahe koe ia. O pou I koe timi. Koe mea na koe koe, o koe, ai tamai ki o whamau sino mo vai ngā, koe hunga koe hau koe ki family koe kolo, mo ki wahe, o tau ka vee ki timi.
Kai ko ai whoki pē ke sio ai tau whanau he tainimi. He ko nau mau e whainga maari he tainimi he tau whanau. Pea ku nau mau e mea ko toa hau ke he whamalo sino. He le whakahofa bita hama sino au ke nau mea ku kai mo mea ko toa. Ko ai pē ke nau sio ki he taimi kon na mo tupu ai. Na pou I pē mo tolu ka na e kai ke mo mau e mea una mau he ahoni. Kana mo ke kau a pe mo tolu pa mo mau wivi pe mo tolu he taimi ko ia. He mea ko na mo he mea ko na mo mau he taimi ko ia.
Koi.
Ko ai na ke ho lau na ke tau he fitolu fit fa fit di mai tonga.
Iyo. Ko fofua tau ka Fonua ia. I he fitolu o maua I koe ki Australia. Koe maurak tesi koe nai whai Sydney. Na e asilahi pe kai o Australia. Ka kono mo oni o nana don ke mau malo I mau ko. Koe lahi pe whangi whialaki. he mau timi he taimi na la he pita whanga mario mau toke mau kai whiharaki pe ai kau tamu koe na iai pulu he taimi ko ia koe ni koe he mea oku ka pako mau sio koe ki ai pe osi koe ai tau koe apa mau foki koe ki Queensland koe ki Melbourne koe ki he tetsko na ngawa kana ki momoko pe Sydney he tonak koe koe mafoko koe ki Brisbane koe he mea ke tau ko hono o tetsko no wa ma fana au pito i hangepe ko tonga foke
Ia.
kai pai ngai pe mau i lo leva fangi me ko o mau loto leva ta mai ki o kai na hok ke na bainga pa fo tui kana kamata ke na pase pu ko ne me pe oi kai pe o maura ke pe o maro hi mo i na auto ka ko me ko na mare ke o si ko mau maro ko he te so no wa ha ureva komiti ko Australia o tranka lupeti na fema o que te fa foi te si hono tol kana hiri ko ko ma to ko me tonga ko foi ko area pa u ko foi te speu
Koia.
ya ma malo hima ko heta hange ma na usio foki e te na wasikovi ko nga ko ma kata
Koia.
kana foki ma te so na nga ua anang atu tolu winga ke na malo ke mai no pe na malo
Koia.
a mai foki nga te mai lupi tang lupi dia mokata fa mole ko fa na wa na ma plan ma do ke foi dese ua
Koia.
tanga tai pe foi a foki e foi dese ko ua goia ko o mau malo hi ai pe e me aka ko o hange pe ko lau ko fit tolu eni o ke fai mai pe a Talanoa ia ke foi timi ko ia he taimi
Ia. One la.
Koia.
Ko hange ko mau toko na mawai nga ko me ko ia ko mau ko ke mau pore ka mau lau kau ak
Ia.
ko ngana o kau he timi ko ia
O wau tui pe haunga. O ka pau na e whakahoko i tau ono tolu. Mahalo e to'o atu e koloria pe koe ngeia o e mahalohi koe na mou mau. Ko wha mahalo ai e ankolo koe ni walu peti koe. Ono whai kai e mea koe ia.
ko ia
Tau ilo ko toa pe o pana nau mahalohi mahalo kai ki tau tue Talanoa i peheni. A mou whai mahalohi. Kau ku Pia to'o peheni haki i taimi nau ke introduce atu tō taha koe ni o wiheni mo ki tau tolu President ni tuita tui asoa. Koe ne si lere mai peo fia kau ki he polokalamaha unga koe hui koe ne manatu ki ho taimi i la ie mamata tonu e tangata koe ni. Pako tui pe waha ne ki fehu i tuita President waha o fehu i ki he tau kes?
Para whamore pe, hufanga tupe he ngahi whakatapu e pio, whakatapu atu pe whakapapalahi a pito ki haunga. Koe tau moe ha e pūtaku mā pio tawa mai ko haunga e pōni. Nā fukeisi a pita i Hawaii. Ka koe mea nio koe mui tawa hui ho he kau tama. La Talanoa, ma na pato Talanoa be mo lata ne po e haunga. Pea o kei fetu utaki be he kau tama. Talanoa mo sifa. Talanoa mo kau tama koe na tau Hawaii whata. Para toi ko na toki ono ngo fulu pe he tauni. Mo fulu halahi apito mo toluia. Ke ngalo ai tau ngahi feo hi koe i Hawaii. Kai tātaki whamoremore pe haunga, te uki whoki a nge, ko whē tau na ke osea i koe meiria hona.
e wo sau i he ono hiva
Ono hiva, Sio hei taimi si ko, e ko mātui na ke ngau he business office i koe ria hona. Mo e ota koe ngahi mea ngahi o mea koe a pia ko mo mea eu keisi e whaato e watu I le hauna. Kaupu kau malo apito ko sio ka koe o te fuke malo hi apito. E ai me ki fehu I whangi fehu I o whekawaki mo I wa inga te utoki hu mai anai ka koe whe laka te haunga kai ke ngāho mo mahianga le rei kia te au na fuke si I apito. Kei high school ka ato mui holo ya mutoro ka tama university. O tranga pio. E ako lahi aku me ka tama. Tangata eiki a Timote, lele holo pio tau pulu holo e nau vai ngā mo mea. Ako, fia lahi a pito e fia whakawhei mai au e pio, ke hu mai e pōni, ke a kātaki whamormore pe. O lahi u whehu ia te au, pe ka waki mo vai ngā ka te u karitanga te kia nai nai an. Malo.
Malo.
And also we have our regular Fetu, Vankolo, Fetu, Wahau ki Fehui. Haunga.
Fetu malo.
Ko hai ko kaupa mo Timote ne lau. Ko fia pe na tupa ka mo osi mo to ka ko experience pe nusila. E hanga pe te siope akapulu. Pau pe ke hanga he historia ko he kau whamatala pe ko news o ake ma pe kau tama na la kamatai ai va inga I nusila kau break for loa na o tupu ake pe tau tupu na o mao ilo ki ai he kau o ama ki tai nim ka ko no ko tono no ka tau ko tonga ko glau e ko manuia e tau whioi ko ni e naka ki aku misa ko taha whanau pe ta noa tina I kare kona nau malo ko I Australia ko eke I lopo ko hai na kau he tim ko ia ko hai kau wa inga I kare na nau kau ai ka la Timote kau e nia he polkama mahu inga ke tau hanga o tukuangi atu ki he tau kakaitonga tau whito ke kau tama kau wainga ka pulu wa taha peu na whe ilo ke timi ko ia kau whamalo atu ko lau ko loa tau wheo he tōni
Malo.
Malo.
Ano, wai hao Fehui ki he kotan. Haunga.
Malo tau lawa haunga.
Malo I tau. Ke moui. Pepe hak.
Saibe ai whakapala ni be. Saibe. Fia lahi me siaka koe. Not any question, but just to, just a few words. No talo pe tupu hake moku whanongo pe I a koe. Many stories from my dad. And, it was finally good to meet you one day, But unlike Fetu, I knew a lot of the players that played on the 73 team. Not personally, but I knew who a lot of them were. But it was good to finally see some of them face to face. So it's an honor talking to you today.
Thank you, Hano. I know your dad pretty well because we were growing up. Your dad, Manu and your uncle Hiva. We were at the whole night at the same time, and those two are but those two are very boxer. I mean, and you guys left, and your dad and your uncle left Tonga early, so they came here to America, and then, but they left me over there. Maybe that's why I made the team, because if they were there, I'd probably lose my position.
Haunga.
Yeah.
Nage behe nage osimili hona I he ono hiwa. Ai wa ki foi tau pe ono hiwa ke fitolu e fia fa. O ku ke whafofonga I mai ho tau ki motu I karetahi. Tala mai ange ho ongo. Ho ongo ki he fo I taimi ko ia. I mean, you were very young.
Yeah.
Ka ku ke aluha ke o whafofonga I mai ho tau ki motu. Not only that, mo to one of the premier team, tier 1 Australian team. Tala mai ange ho ongo ki he taimi ko ia. Ho mo fu I tua ko ia. Katak?
Si ko taimi ko ia. When we went from Tonga to Australia, I think most Tongan didn't really have any expectation if we're gonna win any game at all, or they didn't know how we're gonna do with them. Even Australia, they think, why are we coming there at all? You know. But I think once we start playing the club teams and the district team there, and we beat them, and then they say, oh, maybe this team has something to say about this.
Wow.
Then when we lost the first test, and they say, oh man, I think we're lucky to win that one. And then the second one, when we won that, I think because everybody was playing for Tonga. You know, we didn't get paid for anything, but we played for the victory for the country, and we did it. And pag kuongo ko kiai na itatau mo ha osigo atau kau vai nga ka tope maungo fia pagkatao to fito kia lupet ka muhano o nga ko na abe ko mauto ko pagka na ire pe lupet pe mai ko ke muhang moto ilo homo me na fai ko e aoni miloto malai ai fai nga ongo kana utol me fai nga laumari e mau e fonua ka kami ko na maola to ay ko kamata hake ay baing ako ngo rugby league to kamata hake na rugby league ko men ko talatu kapau na kay kia rugby league ka ha ko to ay daw tamay ki na baing ape rugby union
Great.
Ko kay ka ko tuya kuya helo pe hati mia den lava atong ko nga ke ka ba je mo sio pe ke tamai kon go na wai nga league kon go I to pureanga e kuna olpe vai nga league ka na me ta ta pe mo rugby union ka go ona ha ka pa na foko to mai ona fa be foi timpe ta ka pa hang e tonga ava foi timeua ko ku tui mo ni ak denai ku pena wa tau I hau ngo foi tim go ya atonga ke ko ke to la hi ko ni ka mai ki go ni ko na vai nga he rugby league do sai na vai nga he rugby union
Right. Opo tui be mahalo uhinga ko ni ko lupeti ki he I don't know how to say historical. That was a very historical moment. Ai ngai me agora na mula waki ko I Australia. No I homo tau I o malo I me I foi timi ko ni. O hange ko lawa a lupeti. Mahalo ko ke mo I loe ki mo tolu I he taimi ko ia a mo me na fai. Kai ke ki mo tolu pe ka ki he Fonua katoa. O tau ki motu o our kingdom. Na mo fai foi mea ko ia hange ko lau ko ni o tau ke po lave pe I he foi mo meniti ko ia. Ho mo malohi. Kaku, it brings me my question, because I know our audience wants to know. You, as one of the leaders of that team, not only do you have to prepare yourself to quarterback this team, but you also have to prepare yourself to voice to the rest of the team. How did you prepare yourself with these type of things?
A lot of times that as a player, but as a member of the church and a returned missionary, I always say a prayer every night and every morning.
Great.
Pego ku kore begi tama he vani kene peke kore au gai ke mau malo kore peo kene hanga whakatonu tonu au muna umai whakau kau le rei gata ho lotonga koe vainga.
Great.
Koe mea koe pana ilo ipe he koe taim koe na mau vainga hi fo na kapten pe sione pe vaisia. Koe taim ko ku mau vainga i koe mo kapteni o tamai pe sione unga. Dea i beta mai ki. Tu ha me o ton ke fai. Pe ko me ko to pena i ro i pe he mau timi mau to ko me. He ko me fo ke ko te ha fe fo ko time ri au ti o te ui tu pe ka tama ko ke na puna ko ke pulu. Ko time ni fo ko hanga pe he una hanga fo ko uri he lao hiki pe ka hiki. Ko usio mo ni pe una hiki ata mai ke time ni ti mote ka kita tahu mo time ko ni una to na to ataleni ti ko ne tama ko puna malunga ka ngo usio ko ke si kala mu time ko ke lau pe ka ngo usio ko li ko he ha fe foi blu me li pe ke na tafaki pe nga pe lao he time pe ko nga pa u ki ai ka ku ma fe tu ma ya ni lau mai ga ku ilo ya lau ko ya pe ku anga ko li ai li pulu ko ke sikala mu he time o mo fo pe ke te li pe ke te tafaki pe ko ha lau ko ya
pe tu de que lava o to ko ni mai con ko ya
yo ko li ko ai ha fe pulu lo to ko te riva ko pulu fe ma pe ke ilo to mari pe he ngo timi skala mu ko tai be ni te chat ki ta ku ri pe ke fa I ka kwai pe ai fanki ai tekniki ai te lava ai ha fe o ne moro pe pulu ki lo to ko lo pe ke sio fa ma o ku al hanga to ni mai ke o alfa ta fa ke fa I ko alfa hanga to ko ya ku hanga pe ha fe vi lo pulu al le hanga to pe ke fa I ko ka u
pine pulu ke pa ko a
hanga to pe ke fa I ko ai ti mana to pulu ko lo ko ke petongi ko ya tamapuna mo hiki ko line out mo ska malo ko ku sio ko ki ai ko petongi pe ya ko kau ki safety ai kau tama pa inga pe to upgrade ai ko excitement ko ya va inga ai ki aka pulu ke ma ko foi me pe ko
malo ko foi ko ngai ko na winga mai ka fa hau ko ngai a honi o gulere mai coach ya o li po fa molu can you please go down I mean o ku hange o gi angi ngata mahalo ka fa malo sino e tai ngai a honi ka ku monia pito me o me fetu o ku yai ngai me o ku hange pe ko NFL ka usio pe ngai me e liu yeah ngai me e liu ko uhi ko safety hange ko who may Ronnie Lott. I don't know if you guys remember Ronnie Lott for the 49ers, eh? When who my brother Alma Uru Tahagoya, either Ronnie Lott, eh? But he was a very strong safety for the 49ers, eh?
Physical.
Koya. Eh, Kauku Koutukena Famale, Gamotege, I manifest who got out to the Hokwato.
Como tímico ya, porque go mago toko wani ma o Talanoa na ka homo tímico ya. O que ma tu ka tama na porque mo i ai homo tímico ya.
O kei mana tui pau e kautama ka koe na e tama ko iskeri vame. Wena e kapakau he mautimi. Maha te moilo na moilo e bega pa na mosio he foi filimi na ane hawat pa ane ki hori ki ane ki foi aka whakantoho pa ka hatu foi bulu ke whatawhata koe rea kolo.
Koia, hapo mai.
Hapo mai e foi bulu koe mea. Ka koe na i hene tamapa na i tā mai me soreik pa Talanoa. Pa foki pa ohowa rea whanongo atu na kustoi māroloia. Ka nane talange tama pe i soreik. Koe foi timi koe mautou koe toko walu. Na o kei mo he taimi ko ya. Pe ka tu pe ki Hawaii o marolo ai. Pa ko ne tu ko he taimi ni maro pe ki he toko fitu. O kei mo i pe samila tu. Ko itama ko
Portere.
I o kei mo i pe portere, ko fano pe o kei mo i pe portere.
Yeah.
O itama ko sone sa na bang mikrofo na second he tagoya ko mo ibe mo
Malakai yeah
ko ne ko ne tu ana ko time ni ka ke fu la ke fetu tak me ka ta ma fo ko nga ko te sia pu kita no fat pe hange ko te si no fat kita hange ka la wa hiva ko te si no fat ai te no funga makape tahi me he pai me he yang aku kuat itu kan aku tiai ko hange ko polu
oh ya
katak be hau ko foi uhinga afolau tu yone ko no funga makana afolau tu yone
ko foi hiva ia me tati
o si fra fe matati ke hu mai ka ku te ke si pe hu man mahala e tokowa. Go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask and hey time you gonna ho tau foki na ke pepe na ke tau e fitu fa fitu nima. Ke ha ore va ko ia ki na ka American he.
Hawaii.
Na ka wo ki Hawaii. Ko lo tonga ia ko u ke topu ho va inga.
Iyo ko ange ko lawa tumutumbu ia ko va inga.
Va inga. Pa ke ha u ko ki Hawaii. Na ia ha whainga maari ke Hawaii ki Hawaii ko o Tauai na ia ha whainga maari ke alu ki New Zealand po Australia o Tauai pe kon ha u ko ia ki Hawaii o ako.
O sio ko mena maari. Ma foka tu ko me Australia. Ma ko timi e fa na uri ange tohi ga te au. O kore ange ke wa te nau fai ko toa ngai expense mo ngai me ko tope. Te nau mai housing ko ka mo me ke ka ke ha ke alo te ke ka ko ne me. Ka ko mo ko ki Britania ko me ta taupe. Na hoko ko ai. Ka ko foi me ko na mari. Tai mi fo ko ya mo manatui. Si ho tau ka kai I Australia pa si ho tau ka kai Britania. Ko sio ta ko ngai minike. Ko fo sio ta ko ya ko foi ta la mo. Pa ko tai mi fo ko ya ko rea ko malo pe, ko ne me a te mo ne pe te ilo pe fangi le fa parang mo me. ka ko taimi kon go ke fetu taki mata ke he mata ko taimi go ku e fai ngata ai e mahino pe na le mai na go te mai no pe ke ko taimi ko ke hori go ke te fetu taki ko na do ko taimi te fai ngata ai
Yeah.
pa ka ke o i ku pe ke ha go ki Hawaii o hanga pe fa e ori mai u tohi ko ku lak wan go ki api ori mai u tohi ki Hawaii ke usio ki ai pa go tanga lau ko te lau ka ba dai pa te sio ko ke mea ko te ma tu fo ko time ko ni ko fit ko early 70s
Early 70s, yeah.
70s is still way back then, you know.
Yeah.
And you don't really have any Tongan in Australia or New Zealand or even Great Britain.
Yeah.
You know, but I thought it would probably be better for me to come to Hawaii and go to school there and then try to find a life after that, you know.
Nakita ko lang ang ikaw tonga i Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
O te ibe mana te ibe mo te tim taimi ko na ke i Hawaii ai o vai ngai na mato be mo mo te pa ko mandu le iau o au tala mai pe malta mai ko e masi ko ni mo kasin alo sio e anga ne vai nga pe ko mandu be ki foi timi ko ya haunga tama na maria i ai masi ko ni ko mantai he ko Talanoa mo e tangata ko ni tangata loto maulalo mo ka ko anga pe whakaukau he left Tonga ke hao ako i Murini ka ko kia te au ko sio ke he whonga ene wa i ngā he taimi ko ia pana i Tonga mantahi he would have been under Ikare team but that's my perspective or my point of view ke tangatani ka ko mana tu ile lei ane e fui timu a hu mai ai Malakai mo ofisi ne ongo na gi matua tua pega tua ki tamai ko na mote but I still remember that team and of course you which brings me to my next point haunga ko Talanoa ni ko I've heard it before kana to o hake how we go see in the pe you had a patented thing that you did in games hangai ko that we go overwhelm go oh my god defense o vare be o ge foi te pi be ko pulu ha go defense o ge tu ku be ge muy ki aka pe tu ki muy te lela pe ko to pulu o te ge ilo defense and now me ge foi and to me that's a patented thing that marks you that's what you are for the Manu he was known for his left hook Haunga was known for this little kick just tap it over the defense while they were coming and you just went around and got the ball and went on tell us about what brought that on because I know a lot of us won't practice anything like that it's just a instinct thing that comes up
it's an instinct exactly
yeah in the situations tu ko bange o lav ki he o pe ko o ki me ko ya haunga katak
malo ko me ko tano ga pila ko time ko o vai ngai wa time o ki te fai ma pe ki ta ka te o vare pe ki ta ya o ha o foi me ko ya e foi lo tonga pe time ko vai nga pa ko o ki te no fita fakau ko ha ko na foi pul ko ni te ule rato akahi ke o akahi fakato foi pul ki ka ule rato pikai ko te to ki fai pe ki ta foi me ko ya he moment te pe ko ya to ka o pe ki te fakau ko ne ha o pe ko te tai pe foi pul ka ko me pe na ka nga pe tui mahalo ko me pena ki fai ke ai mai ka mai ki hafe ko ni ko na mau bai nga whakataha ke.
Good.
Na mau poto katope ma to helere mau poto katope he pasi ka ko taimi ko jango whakaukau i ko ni vai nga he taimi ko tu whaingata ai me.
Good.
Ka ko ki aka whakatope ke tu a ko ni o tau tua ka ko me ko na lava pe o fai me ko aki ko vai he mapi ko vai matau.
Wow.
Pa te ki aka hi pe ke tu a ko o tama ko ni ko khau. Pe te aka hi pe ke fute pe valu me olunga me ai pe ko foi manga pe ke ua tolu o hape foi bulu pa alu ai pe. Me ko algo o fa pe iki o mai ki tare ni ti ko ka kita. Ka ku ko anga pe ko e ku whakaukau ko ka tai ta ki te sio ki ha ka tama na lava o lere. Pe na tai foi bulu o tola he pete na ka hina te foi bulu ma alunga pa na to lere.
Good.
Ka ko time na vai ngai te la pe tai foi bulu fa vo fu te val fu te ngo fu te tahani ma ki olung te whakakau ko foi manga pe ua tolu hapo pe ko e fa anima pe ko e ono fitu o hapo foi bulu ta ko to la ko te manga to ki ko to ki malunga ke foi bulu ko ni ko me ta ko e
That's experience and
It's an
rugby
instinct.
IQ level 100 right there.
Yes. Yes.
It's something you don't teach. It's something that naturally comes to you because you know the timing of everything. You time it because most of the time, if you think about it, it's not going to happen. It's almost as natural as it comes when you're running. You already know what to do next. You don't, it comes naturally. It says, like he said, you kick the ball maybe 2 feet or 3 feet higher. And that's something you don't teach. That's something you already learn what to do. You know where you're at on the field. You know where all the players are at on the field. And like you said, it's an thing.
Ever since I play and I do that, I never once hit the guy in front of me with the ball. It was always over,
Right.
It was always over. Like I say, I can put it up 6 feet high, 8 feet high, 10 feet high, or even higher, It just depends on, because I have to make sure that I don't kick it too far so the fullback will get it before I get there. So I have to put it between the guy in front
and the defense line,
guy in the back. It's almost like the quarterback when he throws a pass, he wants to make sure it's over the linebacker and in front of the safety or the corner.
Right.
If you overthrow it, it will be intercepted. If you throw it less, then the linebacker will intercept it. And that's how I felt about it. At the time I didn't even know football then, But the way I watch football now, and I can see how the quarterback can just drop the ball between over the linebacker and in front of the safety or the corner.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how you say that you can do it with your left or right, huh? I mean, I played some fancy when I was playing rugby, and I can kick with my left, but when I do it with my left, I don't even know where the ball is going. Yeah, it's just amazing to me that you can naturally do that with both legs. Eh? But Twitter or Fred, I know you have a question now. So
I do have a question.
Yes.
Bill, Al told me that Haunga was going to come in the air. I went back and watched a lot of game of other player in his position.
Yeah.
And the player that stood out in my mind from New Zealand is Sid Going. It's Sid. And I just want to ask Haunga, have you ever played against Sid from the All Blacks?
You know, we Tongan team, we never played the All Blacks, you know, but we played.
But
We played.
going.
Yeah, we played the Maori All Blacks.
Right.
And in '75, there was a game before we came into Auckland to play the Maori All Blacks, and I hurt my knee, and at that time I came over and I keep on practicing. I know I can still play, but I think the coaches felt like if they let me play, I probably won't help the team. So they left me out and played the other guy in the game. We lost the game, but man, I was going play, and I didn't have much to say about, but just man, it's just admire how good this guy was, and But this is funny because after the game, the players went over to change jersey, and one of the guy, the halfback, then he went up to change jersey with Sid. Sid went over to the bench and grabbed a new jersey and gave it to the guy, and he took his jersey. And he told the guy, "I'm sorry, but this jersey is not for you. It's for somebody else." And that night we have a function. Both team we come together and we have a function. And then one of the guys, the players came over and asked me and say, "Haunga, Sid is looking for you." I said, "What?" I have no idea. So he took me over to him and he came over and he said, "Hey, Haunga, here's your jersey. You earned this one." And he told me what he did with when the other halfback tried to change, how to take jersey after the match, and he gave me his jersey, and he just took it off after the game and brought it with him. He didn't, and I grabbed the jersey and I look at the little white collar there around in the neck there. I mean, it was bleeding. that neck there was bloody, in there, and I just shake my head and I look at him. I say, "What happened?" He said, "You guys kicked me. You guys kicked me."
So the beauty about rugby is the experience we have after the game. We end the game, we try to kill each other. After the game, we dressed up with our number one. We call it after match. So we get together, enjoy a few beers. Those who are having beers, those who are not, just mix up with the other team and just get along.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
That's the beauty about rugby, because all you see on the field, because when we step over their line, it's game on. When we step off, we're all friends off the field. We all get along and share, have a few laugh about the game, and enjoy a few cold ones.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's the highest level of respect. That this guy Sid, whatever, gave to you, Haunga. That's how much he respected you as a halfback or as an opponent. Man. So you still have that jersey?
I kept that jersey forever. I think the jersey, is the material start to deteriorate or whatever the word. So I could keep it. I was gonna go and try to buy a number 9 somewhere, and order one from New Zealand and claim, but it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just frame it.
Yeah, just frame it as is. It's something.
Yeah.
And you know, the time I had it with me, you know, I always proud to show it. Some of my friends when they come around and they look at these churches and they told me who church it was, and but everybody knows it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Who
Yeah.
doesn't know Sid?
Yeah,
That knows
one of the world's greatest running half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Man,
that's
I might be ignorant, but I had no idea who he was. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Same here, Bill.
And,
and to me, that would be the game of the century if Haunga play against Sid.
yeah.
he told me he was looking forward to it, but you know,
Didn't happen, huh?
Yeah. And like in Natula, Tatawa said going back more Haunga, he loved to chip and chase.
Oh,
yeah.
It was one of my favorite growing up. I mean, I was still a young girl in the 70s, but he was one of my favorite players too. He was quite exciting, Sid going. He was
man, I'm
really class.
embarrassed. Caroline knows about this, and
Hey, Carlo, I want to ask you a question. Did you play rugby for Tonga?
Ikai. Now, for me growing up, I grew up in a pretty traditional family. But me whamalo pe get ako.
And where's your family?
When I got older.
Where's your family from? I'm sorry.
Ko whae ko Lavinia a Kovi, maunofo I Havelu. Api o whianga koe pia moe ali mutu a ho. Ka koe tawhaki koe ku tamai o whae me a Tevita Hakovi me ewe. And my father is Josifa Fanamanu. He's originally from Golohapai. And we have been ki Vavau. I was born in Vavau, I was like 1 year old in 1971 or something like that. So, kanau ki alpa vainga, time ko ia mahal ko valu ngo fulu ia. I think valu, maybe valu, Valu Nima or something like that. Go Foliaki, he was taking a women's team at time ko ya. And I'll be trainer ko men like I give say rugby ko like a rocking
yeah.
So I didn't enjoy that very much. But mahako ta wongo fulu atogi au levawi o vainga league. Saya get out there. Get down. But I wish I played. No, not for Tonga. 2003 World Cup. No, love it, but I love new way. And we played against Tonga though.
no, because Haunga was asking me about you, and I told him that you had something to do with the Tongan league team, huh?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Coach had to make you me.
Oh, as a coach. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Hello, you talk about the Foliaki
Talanoa ki he whaki koe ai jerseys, he? I mean, that's another emotional and important ritual of the game is after an international, we get to swap jerseys with the teams. There was a time there that Tonga, that I think it might have been with Scotland, maybe, but there was a time that you guys only had 2 jerseys and you couldn't swap jerseys. So, ki Talanoa ki ai pia mo whainga ongo ki he taimi ko ia.
Well, madu ko algo tua ko me ko te tau ko tua pe tau pa kalap tau pa des pau pe ke petong to ke te petong parani te mini hia ko tola he ma do ba ke top na kon ko me e ko now saya now go running, but they were proud to wear the Tongan shirt. You know, they don't want to wear the other, but they're so proud to wear the Tongan jersey. So, and for that, I am so grateful and humble to be one of the guys that ever worn the Tongan national jersey, and I am proud of it and thankful that I have the opportunity to be one of that.
Let me share my experience with the swapping jersey.
Go ahead.
Reason why I keep mine. Jersey Bigo, my first test match in the 2 World Cup. I jersey. I go swap there. Only reason why I swap jersey with the other team because it's for to keep a memories of their team. Yeah, it's not every day you come across and play the whatever team comes against the All Blacks, against Scotland, Italy, whatever team. I like Wales. Yeah? That's the only reason why we swap jersey, just to have a memory of that test match you played, you were involved with. Other than that, I'd rather keep my Tongan jersey. I was just I was placed to have worn the jersey too. So yeah.
Nice.
No, it's understandable, man, to want to keep your Tongan jersey. But I bet the other team was saying, man, that guy don't want to exchange jerseys.
Not with Tonga because they only have 2 of them. So they give one away, they only have 1 left.
Oh man, I thought we were bad. We're lucky we had jerseys to swap.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Prez. You can ask as many as you want.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, how close were you with Sosaya Makalo? Because he cannot stop talking about you. You guys were in the same era. Sosaya Makalo.
Makalo, he was younger than me in school. So when I was on my mission, my last year on my mission, he came in and he was one of my companions. So he and I were companions by knee. At that time, they didn't allow the missionary to play rugby. But of course, when you play rugby, you bring all the people of the town come there, then finally they can let you come into their house because you play for their building. Anyway, Makalo and I end up playing for Waini. We Waini was in the B team, and we ended up playing in Malfa. Remember Taufa? Taufa was one of the missionaries.
Yeah.
He was playing for Malfa. And Makalo and I played for Waini, and we ended up playing the championship on the P team. And we got lucky. We won the game. So Waini won the championship. That was then. And Waini never won the championship.
So Josh Morelli has anything to do with it?
Very, very good friend, and then we end up in Playa, Hawaii. So end up playing for the BYU Hawaii team.
Right.
It was nice.
Thank you, Haunga. There was some great memories from Laie. We're not going to go into detail before Bill might know too much about you.
Believe me, I know.
But Makalo, I just want to, Haunga, I just want to go back to Sid going again. Bill, I'm sure you'll know him, but he was the best at his era, and he played for the All Black and the Maori All Black.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah,
I'm for sure gonna go look up in YouTube tonight after this.
Yeah.
yeah. Bill doesn't know him, but you know, it's funny because in our house I have a little room, and I have a louver window. I have a little radio there, and I always listen to the game, especially when the Lions play the All Blacks. And this is in the wee hours, you know, still early in the morning, and here I am turning the radio on and I listen to the game. You know, oh man, I enjoy listening to the game, and then of course I always root for the All Blacks, you know. But man, when they play the Barbarians, oh man, I can't believe it. You know how, I mean, if you go to YouTube and watch the All Blacks and the Barbarians and watch the game, you know, man, and now you see what rugby is all about. Them guys, they have that the halfback from there. His name was Gareth Edwards, and both of them are very good. I play against the Maori All Blacks when they came to Tonga, but Sid didn't come in that team. But both his brothers, Brian and Ken, they both came and played there. I think one of them a first 5'8", the other one was a fullback, but didn't make it there. But you know, we end up beating them in Tonga. But that was before we went to Australia on that tour that year. So, but man, those I would love to watch them. When I watched them play together, that was so awesome. There was I'm going to tell you a play that Sid was making. They call a penalty kick for the Maori All Blacks. This was between the 25 and the goal line, and Sid was holding the ball right there, just holding the ball. And one of his winger on the right side, and he kind of have everybody string up on the backs and just kind of move up to the forward, and just the wing stand there by himself. So as soon as that other guys kind of move up close to the forward, to where the forward is, everybody in the Tongan line were moving, except the only guy that was by himself is the wing from the Maori All Blacks. He was holding the ball. He just put the ball on the ground. He just tapped the ball, and he kicked the ball right to the corner of the end zone there. And when he kicked the ball, the winger was there by himself, just ran in there and stand there, wait for the ball to come down. And we all just turned around, running toward him, and the ball was already landed right on the wing. And all he had to do is catch the ball and put it down for score, you know, for try. Man, it was just amazing how he does things. And but man, he was when you shake his hand, wow, it was like rocks, man. It's so hard, you know. When I felt his hands, I asked him, please don't squeeze my hand.
Kohi mai tati I Facebook and he's saying no for Minnesota guy hange maha tamatexi zine to mai. Hey y'all, here's the real deal. Koe wainga haunga hange hataha o kune whaiha. Smooth and like a snake. Eke atu ki ai he ko hono taimi ke kau haunga he 5 best half in the world. Period. Ko tati ia gane kohi mai o kulai pe funky kohi mai he mea hange ko lui ska maunga mo kono fo ui ko hulholo fifitai Ka ku o go loto ke to ki miniti ko ni haunga ka tak fa memore mo ki mo tolo no to ki fe fanki announcement ko ni ki tau polo kalama. I am just happy when I was Talanoa mo tau boards mau loto pe ke mau kaunga taha mo walnoa taha. I have an 801 radio station. I have owned here by Louis and Sinafar. Ke mau merge and run our programs through that. Just helping to to help both of our causes. Our cause is the Tongan pro athletes of today and yesterdays. Mau whenga pe tainimi ke omi ki mau tolu amo foi timi. To be the truthful, na pehe ni omi nau tona nau mate ke lala omi. But the truth is, haunga oku mau loto haunga fia moni ke omi ki mau tolu ke tau polo kalama. E ku kai ke hange e tau timi akapulu both e tau timi hifo mo e timi I karetahi o ku hange koni o koe o ku kai ke toi fu hange komo taimi when you guys came out everybody knew that there was going to be a good game. You guys had a chance to win almost every game. Kako tainimi, it's like hangen ya koe hatin practice ya hi fo ya hatin practice ya utimi taimi o hua toa e tau timi ke mala Can you elaborate on that haunga about e tau timi hi fo ka tau toki hoko hake ki e timi koe ni I karetahi
Koe hi e kwa ko vai ngai tol fit fa fit
koe
tol fit fa fit nim mau ma to sila fo ta ko ya to mau fo ye ta fit nim mau fo ya I long ko fo ya ka tau te ko la we me ana ka be fo mau ang fo ya ka tau te ba osipet ospuga ba ositaimi ya ka ko su fe men ko mea ma be wilo be timo ai anga ko ni ko ete mai painga o se foi tau ko ia foi tona ko ia ko foki magi foi ego more ko ha me ia te au ko e ko ngoi ko vi foi un luo ko ke ula pau te fakau le mo ko sapate ka ko ala lo pe mai ko ma to me ko tiga lo tuna ka mo kada mo to to mai ki fala close mai ki ta fa ka wala ta ke api ai to ko sueli ko fu mango maru lele hawa to ko to ai ki fala tem si be o pe nga fa ka hao pe nga mo ne ki fala ala nge ta ko to pe ma ki ta no pe ki ta ma ta no pe ka ko ni ke me ko to da ngam si ko la po ko video pelo kata upe mo porque lá pô mal se ko malo pe malo de ta spo sai di kita me ko tengo kwanga ko ngo iko tai mi ko makita ta no tai si pe pa o ka ke me ka si ka ba to ko ta ha u ka to ko ta we ma pe mau ka ke le mai ka ke le atua mana me ai malo foi ho to ka pe ke ma to fere aki mo tem si pe que matu fata ha ke pe al falong tu pe hau alu ya meni ki fala ko na api hau mo ki fala ko si man api ki bawa ka ulawen ke anga ko ba o I ko ni ko e vai na ma ko tau e tol ko ma to fo tu ta ne ko pe na mau sila pe e tau ko ya ko mau to ki fo ye e tau ko e foi to na ko ka ko mau timi ko me I fo taimi ko ya ko au ko sione Kamo toenga pe ta mai vai nga. Ko whakahau. Tamasi mui pulu whakahuri. Ko taimi pe te whehalaki. Ko e hau e whai pulu. Tō ma hau e me lain tatao. Ko anga e koe vai nga koa whakahau. Pa ko sione ia. Onge ko ke lau. Te tomai kita ea ko toa. Tohi mai ke mea o ke ia pe mea ia ke toa ke tohi. Ko matalai ko sione. Ka ko anga ko ma vai nga taimi ko e. Nai ko taimi ko na ma ola ma to ko ki malai. Ko ke ha mea ko fo he. E mau tu ko. Ko pau pe ke mau maro hi mau. Ko pau pe ke mau maro hi mau. Ka ko anga pe fo ki ate. Te anga ko te la taimi ko pa ti ma to pe na sai. When go mea. Ka ko pa osi pe ku hau ko ni ko ki hau ki Hawaii pa osi ko na Hawaii pa hau ki fok pa hau ko ki ani o pe ki vai nga si pe pa osi pe vai nga pa ti pa mari pa ko ne fare pe ko tam ti figa u aki utanga ko mari ko ngata ngata ko tamai pe ko hau nga ko ta ko tonga ko ni ko ko tu ko ke alo nga au to oni ya ki ko mo fa now almost 40 years later we have 7 kids, 4 boys, 3 girls, and 20 grandchildren.
Wow, congratulations.
I couldn't be more proud. And I wouldn't trade that for any. So,
how we could go see. Figure out to be me going to go okay, love it, make it. Go allowing for how. Time going to go home to me. Oku toki kai practice a mahalo ki line tolbe fa. Ka oku osi tango tu e matua e taha e wa. O tari ai ki mo tolu, mo ongo he practice. I he aho ko toa pe. Uke pe he, hange koe mea ko niko na ke whakamatala i mai. Hao ongo. Hao ongo i. I need one call to do. I'm trying to kind of gather things for you into perspective as one call venga ki coach. Coach level high school but he's trying to get on with the pro leagues that they have around. I mean, one call to me as a coach, these are the type of characters that you want to listen to and instill into the kids. I find I'm going to go from Matala to go it's something. It was just a loss. Some people would say, "Oh, it was just a game," but obviously it was something else. So una way for we guy. I mean, for how is for we too, but they both ended up in Alomango trying to solve out their little hurts from the game. But I think we can all learn from this characteristic of Haunga. The way he explained the way he felt. If you can somehow take that fetu and take it to your kids, I'm pretty sure you're probably saying, I'm okay. But I'm pretty sure one day you're going to do your after game talks or before the game talks, it's going to pop up. And I want you to think of how you're going to relay this to the kids, because this is what the kids are looking for, these type of hearts. the character of this man and the way he carried himself, and man, it hurt him dearly to just to lose that one game in 3 years. It's something for me, anyways, to take on to the kids. When I coach, man, I give it my all, and I leave nothing behind, and I expect the kids to do the same. But haunga tau hauange ki he taimi koni koe o I karetahi. Ho fuafua hou atu ki he I karetahi. Ko hai e kau tamana mo wai ngā, I mean, obvious e tau kau tamahi fo. Ka koe hingoa koni ko polutere tui halamaka. I've heard so much about him. Tell me about his character of Tui Halamaka, and as a teammate to you, timi tahu fitolu.
Ko potere na vai nga mai me timi we ka pu. Pa ko me we ka polisi na fai. Me ko tamai le rei ko ai timi ko ai club ke. Lang na to haya mai na to ke na mo ko polisi. Pa ko polisi ko ya vai fahinga na wako vai fahinga na ka kita wako na. Ko me ben na hai na to ko nga ko sai ko vai. I'll never know the team. I know for team and now to now to tie. Timi ko to me sila pe. Ko to time ko na pa ke ko ma timi if to. Ko atu ko vai ko me fo. Ko to ki to ko te ki la ko e ko I mu
Ai nai sai mau pe timi ai polisi ko hai foi u timi la lai ko no tupa ke tonga ko hihifo ko toa ko polisi mo foi timi na u tupa ke whanonga mau pe ki timi ko ia
ko taimi ko na vai ngai ko timi ka polisi ko timi ko fo ko ta ko mololongo Nyong pe mega na pe feka pe time boy. Any given day they're gonna beat you. When I'm go me make my team pe rei pe he time go ya. When go me. Go team go ma dom be fo. Ora ke pego ta yo ka polisi. Ya o si go foi malo go ya. He pe ka polisi ko maula ki pe. That work out totolo ako mati mau ko mabusi of what up ilo pevo ke mau tam coach time go ta ele na to ka me asle pa ko na pure ko he bi he time go ya amai go he tama au tang me ana fusai na tau tua ko mau pe pulu ko pe ko fesi ki aka pe ki olunga ka tau mui ai ka tau pudi pe pulu ka tau mau ko ndo mau pe ko ya ka pau me fang mari ke to mai pe to la mai pe ke ya te ko ki ranja to ku pe ki olunga mau mui ko mau tau ko ka polisi una foi tau ko ya mau pe foi pulu ko ki tu ko ki olunga mau off the lap at be ma to mau mai pulu o ria tu ke te si dai pe ki olunga ko pe wa o ki foi aka fra o si o mau off ki langa dao mau ora tu pe mau pe to ko tai pe langa dao ko mari ni mau me na alang ki team fish tau fofuna fisi o tau motonga tai ke lau pe ko ke ia ko pena os mai nga fika ke mana tu ma kana ha si o tau ko ya fisi na ki tam ha fe ko pat patang ko pas ya masi ne fa e pas o ne tolonge pulu no va vai ko mo foi ka la mu ya pam ko ka puri Tau haa whi puke ka makau ka whi pulu ni o tuhe pa vai o sione ko sion fong na figa valu. O pehe loa mai sao se lupe te ka wei mai goen goen. Sao se lupe ko tama me kolo mai. Ka se au mo pi. Kan ave foki he ka me ke paru polisi nga fok ko ni sai ko vai nga. O sao se nia tu pe ta faki he ko ma pe foi pulu ko ni hanga e o hofiao. Ko sio pe ke foi pulu ko sio pe ka sao se tu mai pe. O vale pe sao se ko fa pe ko foi pulu alo foi pulu e va vai he fesi. O ho vale foka sao se foki ku pure foi pulu. Ko e mea. Pe masa. Ei. Ma pe ai. Que vai no fu pas pe. Mas sai ko ai me ko ka dia. Ka ko mari ko a mea I ka tangata. O te toki hau peo na to te pe mi ko ya hange ku. To e foki mai mana tu mo mea te mi ko ko hange ka lau. Lau ko e motu I va ku te hange lau ko sten tuita. Hange mai te ki pong pong.
You're still young, brother. You're still young.
Yeah.
Ki foi ta no be fica como se aos pues ka sin fo mo fai ka u foi tai me da na ki ha we ancolo go ni ki sorekin pero na u pola ven mo tangata iki tamai tala no ave ga lo peti e timi ai fo ka longo be se aos to go asi mala we have ho ta no be lo peti e ya unga sione mafi pakahau Malakai alatini klasiko ia aku asi pokoknya mahal pe aku kamata tano haka si as tano be pokoknya hendak timi kau puri tu alopeti a aku batang takut tu bebo si as itu be mas as si tayo di uno po fanong gendano ako tano ako be palu my dad was all evil, Kago ane ko lawa nga ko makasini. Kago tama kolo vai, O si pega tano lo bedi tu tano de iki alu ka si fai mai tano asa si ka te au, But anyways, yes, anybody have a question now?
Yeah, Bill, ko menia tu pe.
Yeah.
Ko ki tanaki atu pe. Ko pare mai tonga hale ko e whakatata ben ki hifo. Ko mana tu pe te ire ka. Ko hai te ne tae mana tu e tima hifo. Ai hiri fia I pena au tolu he tau ko toa tai mone vai ngā haua. Ko tu ilahi mahalo ko mama o atu pe hatu e ka kai to tonu gohi foi ki murini. Ko ngata e he taini mi, ko ke nau kei mao nau tolu e ofa fonua koe na mao he mātu a he taini koe. Ko nau hanga pe nau tolu whakamaa mai e tima hi fo. Pe hange pe ko whetokoni pe ko ki fo hana koe a whetuu. Unless you grab the community, unless the parents are behind the team, that is a great force itself for any sports team. Why do you think the All Black is unbeatable? Because the whole New Zealand is after them.
Yeah.
And when we come down, and I'm sure Haunga can touch on this, but I hope the politician in Tonga will leave the Ikaretahi alone and let them function by themselves.
It's kind of hard now, Koe sea he Ikaretahi, pero koe palestine Ikaretahi ko sea spo hiwa, I mean, we all know in the Tamai ko Aklispohiwa, former prime minister. So it's kind of hard ke kukuange atu e politiki me tau mea he ku hoko mai pe ko e alwa te tama politiki ko e kai hu mai tama ko e. Aku kimua ke hu mai tama ko e une lau I tama ko e ni kai panga mo kai kapanga ko e. Ba ko e ku I sea. We'll see what he does. If it's any different or maybe it's the same. But we'll see. We're all hopeful for a better Tonga.
Finger crossed. Finger crossed.
Fetu.
There we go.
Finger crossed. Finger crossed.
Finger crossed.
Fetu na ke vai nga ko tau fe na ke vai nga nei lo pe
no kamate wa fitahataha e wokapu.
na ke vai nga pe ko nusilo pe na ke kamade me tong.
Io no vai nga pa nusila ba to ki pala ke pe.
Oh, okay.
Kana utupa kai halalo ai ko eka tupa kai ha ko utimi lalahi ko e ha mo taimi. Na utupa pe ko polisi ga na ma ki timi I halalo na klasi wa pe ya. Ka ko taimi ko fauri pe ko taimi ko fanonga ko tau me polisi mo ka. Ka te asa ta he malai. We get a few kum ka vai ngai. Ko de asi te ke ko ya ha we ke ho ko tau ma ngere ia mo. Tokola fono lo to mala he. Kaga taimi mi o fakalala ka pu ala ke utimi ko na klasi wa na ka he taimi ko e. Na tolu ni klasi wa ke taimi. Ni la he ko na ko na tolu klasi wa he. Fakalala ka e aka pulu itonga.
Ngala da hingwa tama. Tama si be kana kapakaw itama va me kara. Na lango vai ka fo ga mo timi fo tem ko ka lango vai nga. In kai ko to e va be tama si.
Paula tu po tu lado.
Ka tama si.
Paula tu po tu lado. Na o atu pe ala moni mo ka tama buena na wa ka ta te ya hona
Me mari mo yom.
Breakaway. Na tau hi.
Ko men ko lau kau ke fakki he famalo fitu mo imot e kusia ko famalo sino ko ai timi ko ki lau ke ai famalo sino ko ai timi tong ko time ko na mau famalo sino time ko na mau no foi apa ko si vai mau no fotahai ko mau pe ki te 5 ai foi trai ho full wai pa oscar mau ko mai ala to ki mafang ele pe ki mafanga tau ki ai pa mau poki mai pe ho mai ki te 5 to ai foi ho full wai o si ko ma tu atu mo ilai nego ma beg ki halfway how beg halfway tu lu ai ke wani ma ko tata ai ke mo o si pe tata mai ke wani ma tu ma wa mai ke halfway ma mai halfway ke enzo ke line kata ko ai ko pe pu on full kahau ko pau ke ho ko pe foi mego pa ko le ko te shatu ko pe ka tamba me ka ko te shatu ko na to ha ko le ko men he pong pa ko ya ko ke ho na ko ala lu foi ko a to lu pe ko ha fe pa ko pe pata ha mai 5 maka ka mai la ai foi full pe ko foi tahani Pakai fo ke maulele mai hunga ko ala fo ki mea hala ki tolai ka kai mo me maulele pe I mi te fai ai foi taka he ngo full ba ai foi le lot pe mai to ai foi taka he full te to si e ko ki tap kon ko me e klase ni ki tu at beta ki luat wai lua pe ko ya ka ko me ko ni short beta mai ki ke tama ko ya ule ko to pe ei lua pe mo ha pe Porque que lua pe patango pai lua pe mo ha pe nanga ya ko loto ko tamai ke time bela pongi ko kai pe ko pe mai ko ke fai no pa que te to tu kita ki vela pau pe ke fai kama no porque o lo que han ko kama sino tamai ke time ni a pe na kuna ki tari e mo ko ma o kakanga ko kama ko ai bebe ko ha pe fanga time ko wai au be tenga begi ai
Que to varia ko ya e tai ni.
Cái lao nga ko ya na da tau fong pem mo ka wa ka pulu America. Hitai ko na ke tau.
oi
Cái fai cái time be ya. Ko time be o fire practice pegu 100 degree pau be ke o ya fire me. Pegu hu ki tua minus 10 pau be ke o fire pa malasino ya. Wa ke ta pe ya. Que tu ko famashino he ku kovie e a mo u me ko pau be ke o fire pa masino. E ko lau fo e ko time ko a ko fire tau. E ka ke tu ko tau ya ko about 100 degrees or 110 degrees or 10 below zeros.
I know
The game has to go on.
O ku tata pe mo e ka pulu e tai ni mi ka ko. Fa ke he o ku nau ko te unga he. O pa ke ba vala ba fana o small pe vala ma te unga fa ma sino ba fana pe ke mautui ki ka ko hanga lawa team ko ne oha ba snow me ke I tu a pe o le fa ma pe ke lava fa ma sino ka ko lau ko fitness ko ke te fai vare ko ta ni
Que te le que lua.
ko ke te o
Amigo lau kan ko ya fa ha we ko si Ko atu ko la mu tau ki time me ara we to la.
tai ni bia ku tai te pire pe ko tai mi afa ma sino fitness mo no ha lo fitness ko ne pepe ko mi te fa ni ma pe ko au ke hawa ta fitness ko ospe fa hawa ta os fitness ko ke te fai Karo tupa ke pe tata mo e kau I kare mo tu tuku atu ko fa feo hi mo na tolu ko na me pe ku na ta no ki ai ko le repe fitness pe mo inga pe time I kare ai me ko fitness
ko
na mo tu ia na hu ata ko osi ta me ko
koi o
We
tai
have
mi fo
moritonga I know you guys are sick of this HIFO stuff, So Twitter and Mancolo, if you guys are sick of it, mi mo go tama mi kolo kita bolo kalam. Kai go tau ha be HIFO every week.
Bill, my point is this. I tell you, back in, and this was 71, 72 that I'm talking about. I was still in Tonga. And I was only about 10 years old. But, everybody in Tonga felt the Hihifo people. They were behind their team. That's what I'm trying to say here. Unless Nicolo commit the parents of his players, unless he commit the community, that's power there for any team. And that's the example that I learned from the Hihifo team. their people, their community from, you know, alaka peti manunukuia. Pana me hihifo katoa pea lere tau ki hatafu. I mean, what player that will leave anything, you know, they look at the parents, they look at the community, they look at the people of Hifo, you know, they're gonna play their heart out. They're gonna die for Hifo, you know, and you know, and we can apply that to any team sports that we have, unless we have the parents and the community behind. Talk to Shiwaki. Shiwaki turned the Red Raiders team around. Yeah. How he got the community behind them. Yeah. Like I always look at the Hifa team, and I will go back. You know, I sit going, and Haunga should have played in that game. I don't care what the decision of the coaches was. I think there was some politics back then. Whatever the case.
Haunga, let me ask you about that. You mentioned
he's not gonna admit it, but I think there was some politics in that game. You know, that's all I wanted to come and question Haunga tonight.
Go yeah, and I get na e fili amai ta ke hafe foi tau go ya. Haunga go la pa steni. Why didn't you start that game? Was there politics played in that or?
Na mawo ko ya pa ko mawal ko ya pa osgo mau tua no foi ka kama polisi ko na ka ko ka to puna nge ka kama polisi ni ko ai ti me ka polisi to nga ko ti me ka polisi na puna ke na tua ai na ki tua pe ka mau ko time ko na ulave ai Ulabe au tau ki mua pa mau to pa tau e foi tau eta ka os foi tau ba mau le ko lano tau ko Maori All Blacks Ulabe ko e foi ko ya e ke mai e coach mu me e ko ngo pe ha ko ngo i ko dangi da ku pe ke ka ki os mai ku ta au ke yong pa au pa fa mau jin le pe ka ko time ko kan go ke pala ke vai hema ke kati ke algo ke tava ke ko vai hema na tu mai ta mai ta hu tava ke me tava ke o me pai ave o ve to ke ta mai ka ke si au he me ka ta mai au pe ta coach ta mai he au ko mai ho re kaman when I time forget I don't know tau tonga to ko tau ko ko ya ko
I'm like no
oi ha ke ko sai tau se me ta ko le ko le hanga tona ko ma pe le pa ka to ko time pa ta la pe o afi ko vai matau ke wa fi hem ko time go ko ma ko vai hem ma ka ti ke wa mata time ya go ka ule le pega formación no pego tan os pe weekend me ka o kusa ta o be ke a ku ta wanga sa tekia we ha fe go ka boris ta wanga ka however ko su da mai go fetong go he etimi go ne ma ko o vai que fetong e o sipe foi que nemo ka au te sai vai pero mai kai gon gus o mai ho fetong no pa lang reva sate ko me go na lang sate ki e wi ke ka pa taunga sate ke weekend ko wi ke hau tona ko hau fa ya tau gon go ka mau ka ko ki tama ko na hafe ko ki tama me na mo pen kai hau na me long Oya na mao ko ni ko he hafe. Ko na tarifa ki mai ko ka. Ko foi na mare ko ke tau ko ni ko pa mo ka Maori. Hangen na to luia. Fo ka hua sa te ki vai ka tu ki su le ko na mao. So ko foi me ko na lo do mama ya. mga whakapainga masiko nana to whakapuna mai pe to e masiko na ia pen ko mena hawa peni ko na to e masiko na ko pen pen na hau ko matoko o ko ni ko ape ko whakapainga ia to masiko ya ka mo whakapaika mo to masiko nana to ka ko hafe ko ka boss.
So politics was in play.
Oh yeah. It was.
Of course. That is really sad.
Phil, Malo Alpito, now I can rest easy. I always believe there was politics involved in all this.
Yeah.
Now you got your answer, huh?
But that's okay. I got the jersey, so.
You got
You know, always fuck your second guy in line, eh?
Yeah.
And they skipped him to start somebody because he got the police. Wow. Ang law ko niya ka politika tani mi. Malo who lalo waya, eh? But hopefully you're satisfied with the answer, President, eh? I think Haunga can't be more honest than this, eh? And that's why we love our show. We appreciate the honesty, Haunga, eh? I mean, you could have gone on, but then you made out the point, eh? Why start somebody else when we brought somebody that's gonna take over if I get hurt, eh?
Yeah.
That is.
And Haunga said he could have played. Haunga said he could have played.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And I got this from even some of the players. Makalo said he was there watching Haunga run. Run. You know,
Ko foi me ai gang ko ngoi. Yung open na me bai. Kaya nga na ngoi ya wi ka pa na bai nga sayang ek bai nga ko bai ko. That's how maybe I'm biased, but that's how I feel. I would do better than the guy that they brought. You know, I would be happy if they let Ben, the guy that I went with, if they let him play instead of the guy they just brought him. But yeah, I can't do anything. I'm just a player. So.
Ko time na o tu pake ko famasino ko hihifo na fai home. Na fai mau pe home pe na te na kamata famasino.
Na be time na fai atu home kana la hipe no fai ko ni fai be ko vai. Ko la hi ko to o ilo I anga ko malai ko vai. Ko te lera tu ko pasi ko me ko muy kolo ko ki hata
saya
o tu wa e malai te ko malai o la yang e ko hang e funga poka hua ko ni ko ka ko te lera ko helo tong ko fa mausino ka ki ngata be te fenki te kati me tangata te to kati me tuo
let it be footwork e time tatau.
Footwork was better.
It was there for a reason.
Oh, lalo mo niya kolo ay tangata ko.
It's training potholes.
What's your step?
I think Bill's uncle, because they were the one that run the practice and stuff. Pay people to come and dig the hole in there, you know, and blame it on the pig, you know.
Oh, you train in two things at the same time, eh? You can't learn that anywhere else.
No, it's naturally there, man.
Yeah. But I know how they po. I would say, man,
no, it's always nice to
be honest.
Talk, and you can hide from it.
Yeah.
Well, sione moyaki anu who mai he Facebook ne be mai haunga was a beast. Great honor to play with him in BYU. Love you, man.
Hey, love you, Sean. Take care, my friend. Stay safe during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Mo katak be ka tama ka ki. Ati ki foi me ko ni toko kon ko tati kon mention.
Tuku mai goe.
Yeah.
Ko tati oksisi atati he mai gon bayangina. Ma vice ka hema.
Goe.
Ko vice ka hema ko kuia ko ko vice ka hema ko ne tamai ko tamagoloni. Lahi ya tati koloni ko ne tamai ko vice ka hema. Ko pa ko vai na kawa vai e ka alu ko he vaka ko na ui ko tuai ka pau. Na toka ko he aka mineva. Na e kawa vai he ka ui ko ni ko na toi foki mai ko ki tonga. Ko ne mia ka ko me na mari. Ma pano ko foki le jo tala mai ko how e vaka punao o mai na tolu. Ko vaka puna to tahi o mai na tolu ki nuara. Ma mai ko ke tari ko pasi o hai pasi ko fonu ko ke to lava mau to heka. Mau ko tam ko ki lava ko au fi time ko ka pau. Ana mau to ko ngo full be ta au ka ure ka pe mi fo. Pe pasi ko hapa. Ko pasi ni ma o vai. Ma si mau to be ko to e mau ko mau tau atu pe na lava mi te o pe tolu. Mo sa te va puna ne pe mai o alo to ki fau. E wa fau. O na to ki peka he bulorio o to foki mai o hauki ko na o hauki yo ki pas. Mau tu he ka wala ko ni ki wa. Sho atu ko ka me. Ai ka tu ka pa. U mai pe ko mau na mawalu ko nga ko chipa mo na u rayon ko na u ko ngota ma me foi. Para na ka he mo. O final ko de sho atu ko ka final ko foi hui ko mata. Sigue te tatu ka mea. Ka ko mau fefia ko mau me foi. O to ki tu pe ki wa ko vuna mo fo to ko ya ko o ke o sio ko mea. Ka ko lau o tati ko tamai bayangina ka hem. Tamata me ya pa ko pe tati ki ai. O tati ko na to ko o na mo ko lui ko na ko. Na kau na to fai na to show mo. To ko wa Palestini que estamos con Materico. No show na to in Miami. Mo me aquí tai mi goi. Pues me aí que covia Miami. Ko ai ko foi show ko ne kautama. Ko ai.
E cara,
Oye, tá lupe foi vai ko na que que tá mi.
Contati to ta ha pe usaya na mo.
Yo le ko kouta haya.
mas tu não não foi ang Cleveland ou não foi não só foi que Cleveland
Koi.
dia na mama heni ai motat
Go vi ai be mo Cleveland
Me ko ai ka Cleveland ni ko kautama ko ya.
Haunga na u fehu yang kia whahau tangata ni ko walita. I would like to ask you the same thing, what you think of him, of Walita, and to play aside of him.
Yeah. This is funny because after we played in Australia, when we went to Great Britain on our tour, and when we came there, there was a headline on the paper. Tongan fullback is here. It's coming to India. This guy can stop a train. The way he tackle, he can stop a train. That's how awesome the headline was, and that's how strong that Barita, the way Barita tackle people. When he hit people, you either just maybe you can stand up and go back to him, or you go outside. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes he hit people so hard that he hurt himself.
Right.
You know,
I heard that. Yeah.
but the guy, man, it was so awesome. But it's funny because one time we were talking and before he passed away, people was asking about what he thinks about today's players team and our team and he said, you know what? Every generation team, they will always say the team will beat the other team, you know. But the thing is that we will never know because it's not gonna happen. You know, and I kind of say the same thing. I say even our time and the people before ours, even those people before ours, they will say, "Hey, you guys lucky you didn't play with us, you guys," you know. And I say, and we say, you know, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The players now, those guys are good, man. They are good. It's just like the football players that we have here now. They always talk about all the teams, how good they were and how hard they hit and stuff. Of course, the rules now change, you know. But you don't want to play the John Madden Raiders at the time, you know. Those guys can just poke your eyes out. They don't do anything.
It was allowed back then. It was allowed if they don't catch you. But, you know, most of the time anything goes.
Yeah.
Even if you're standing around, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah. Now it's almost like some tackle and it now it's so legal, but they call it because they say it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
But the thing, sometimes the runner run with the ball and the tackle come in and you lower your head and the runner lower his head too. It's not like because the guy is tackling him, put his head down, bump head with him. He put his down so he can tackle him. So the runner put his helmet down so they can bump heads and they call a foul on him. You know, it's not fair. You have to look at it. Why they collided like that? Is it because the guy is tackling the guy put his head down first before the runner put his head down to meet him, you know. So I don't know. I don't know how.
Yeah, Bill.
Yes, go ahead.
Since we're talking about Varita, and I know that he's Tim's family.
First cousin's Tim, man.
First,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, but how not those years that you guys won the championship, you know, from Ihifo, I'm sure Kolfo'o, where Malita played from, were a good team too back then.
They were good.
What did you guys do from Ihifo to avoid Valita from the way he played?
Well, a lot of time he just try to avoid him, you know. but sometimes Valita can't be all over the field, you know, everywhere in the field at the same time. So he has to be this way or that way. So our guys will have to go around the other way instead of going where he is, because nobody want to have Valida tackle you, you know. And then it's funny because once we play together on the tour, every player's kind of, even Valida got the respect for you. So if he's gonna tackle, he will tackle you like just a tackle guy, you know. Just guy just come tackle you. He doesn't come all out to punish you. You know, he'll tackle you to make sure you don't run the ball, but he doesn't come and just try to knock you out. You know, so that's the respect that most of the uh, players that play in the national team, they have respect for each other, so don't do that. You know, so.
That's,
And I was lucky that he knew me, you know. So, but you know, you have to use your brain. If you run with the ball and believe them, we either pick the ball out or pass the ball. Let him get somebody else, you know. So, but Balita, man, he is. I remember when we play on the in the test there in the second one, and if you listen to the commentator, he say that the fullback, he's trying to come in and manate time kumai leo kolo ke fatolahi mai tau tua. That's how the fullback was planning to do, is to come and head up to the backs. And once he come, man, as soon as he got the ball, Balida hit him, and he was laying down. And then when he got up and start limping to the back, and this is how the commentator says, "Oh, this would be the first and the last for the fullback try to come in and add up in the back." You know, I think the next time he tries to come in, he will think again about this tackle. If he tackle again like this, or he doesn't want to be tackled like this. And I just laughed. I said, if that was me, man, there's no way I'm coming again there.
Yeah.
But Valida is a beast by himself, you know.
I bet. I've watched a few highlights of Valita, man, and man, he did some hits back then. Eh?
Yeah.
And I kind of laughed when you first mentioned when you guys went to Great Britain. Eh? They just, instead of the ikaletahi there, the Tongan,
Yeah,
the Tongan whatever you said, is here, meaning Valita. Eh?
Tongan fullback.
Tongan fullback is here. Eh?
His fullback and over train.
I'm looking at Tati, he wrote in again. Kone pehe kautangata. Tau tupu hake mo rugby in our life. Tau monui he tau moui. Tau sio tonu ha taha wa inga. O ku makehe atu ene wa ingai. Wa ingai hono tu unga. Haunga, Valita, siane mahi, talika wapalu, to name a few. Fefe a kimpu, mei kolofo ou. O whātu ka mautoru katoa, malo e ngawelele, Merry Christmas. Ko tati hao tari ai haunga.
Kimpu.
Yes.
Tama ya kimpu ende. Tam preka kwai ko kimpu me ko fo. O take usio na mata play and if I make a side step. Ya kimpu.
Correct.
E ko me ko tama fo to shot hange ko hauli. Eh? Ko tami ko hawa ko tui ko sia na. Alu ko malung ko no tui. Me time ko kati ai, eh? Ah. O mana toa ko fanango ke fo tawa. E fo tim ko yo atong na o tau ba mo. Inusil.
Correct.
O lau ko foi toko tope yo ke pui ko hingo kim mo na upehepe. Oh, kipu with ball. He's sidestepping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, that's wow. Kito to ko. Ang ko now. Sidestep pui ko ka tama kay kay pe ka to lo I time sidestep ba kimpui. Okay. Kama mari ka tu ala ke fok ala ke awi ka mata ke awi foi vai nga ko kimi, eh? O alu pe kimpui he timi kan ka pleka we sa ausia ka wow. Eh? E ko to kan kimpui ki ai. Me pe to kan kimpui ki o eva go eh? Ni pu hey mon to tau. Eh? Tu ke chau ki o popo pe mi tu. Pe mo pe mo i.
Ko e tonga Kimpu pe ko e fisi.
O koe no konga fi. Ka koe ke wilo I le now pe koe ne tamai mo ne fae koe fi. Ka ko te chia pe koe ke ai koe fisi ata.
Ko ia ko sia he mo uta. Ko asisi ana ko pe ai ko a fisi. Ka ko Caroline, I know you have a few other things here that you're doing, but you probably have a question. You look like you want to get involved.
Hello,
No?
hey, I don't have a question.
Right.
I'd like to see kapau ne pehe foke haunga mahau toko fitu pe ku ke toi me timi ko ye fito lu haunga he. Pe mo ani pe ko yeah. Be good to get a reunion with all of them or all of them on one session. Ka ika o ka ya ha fehu ya aku. Alo apito.
Ko toko tahan ko Paula Pasifiki. Ko ne tohi mai whikawaki mo Kimpu. Kimpu ko ne masi. Ko ne tamai ko e American, uri, Ka ko ne fae me longa tembe.
Oh, okay.
Ma ko e historia e tangata. Tamai uri me American. Ka ko ne fae me longa tembe. Malo Paula, o fatto. Ka ko e ki feu ia ni e haunga kata pe ko omi pe get involved tau kau listeners pe ko kau tau kakai me mai he Facebook ka ko fine ko Caroline RFE now ko ni pe mai haunga. What would you advise to the up and coming Tongan born rugby players? Also, I believe that the family support can be a great support base, but sometimes our Pacific Islands parents can also be a problem for the coach. What would your advice be for the younger players, parents, enjoying the talk today? Keep it real. Malo Caroline.
I think, first of all, let the coach.
Yes.
Let the players play, and the coach them. Parents, I know we all have our own children, and we want nothing but best for them. Let me tell you, the best for them is for you, parents. Please, just let the kids go and play with their and let the coach them. If you wanna talk to your kids, talk to them when they come home. I know a lot of parents don't agree with the coaches sometimes, but to me, when my kids were growing up, I always stay away from their. I go watch their game, but I never say one word to any of the coach. I let them coach, and whatever, good or bad, I win or lose, I let them do the job. That's my advice. I may be wrong. I maybe but to me, I don't feel like parents should interfere with the coach. I don't know what Tim and they do. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Just for me, I totally agree with you. All your kids need is your support. They need to know that, show them that you're there for them, support them 100%. They don't need you
Yeah.
to coach them. They're like you said, they're coaches. They already got coaches. Got coaching staff to help them with their skills or their rugby IQ or whatever sports they play in. All they need is they need to know that you're there to support them 100%, whatever, either win or lose, or their goal doesn't, or they don't reach their goal in whatever sports they play in. They just need your support mainly.
It's that's an ongoing subject, the parent coach on the sideline. And it's so it is serious because now there's actual programs to address the sideline coaches or the parents on the sideline here. So it's so important, parents. I know we become quite passionate, and every parent, there's a player in every parent.
That's right.
So, whether that parent is a rep player or whether that parent is reliving their playing days, we just have to pull back and support and allow the coaches to coach our children. And of course, if you don't agree with the coach, you can always uplift your child and take them to another club or another team. But it's also important the way we talk about the coaches out off the field, especially those rides to the game and after the game. And at home. It's also important, parents, that we are mindful of what we say about the coach because it affects the players. So, that's a very good question, Caroline. Thank you from the viewers. So, and very good advice from Ha'unga.
Thank you.
I know, mahalo, like I said before, but you guys gotta also remember, all our guests so far has been representatives of Hihifo. Kakoeniko, Paula Pacifica again, Tonga. Nepehe Kolofo was champion for 5 or 6 years before Hihifo. And yes, we are all aware of those teams, Paula. Aku hange ko lau ko to fiha ne ku tohi holo ki hange ko tui halamaka. To viene tohi holo ami tohi at ke tantai ki u kai ke si tari mai tohi mahalo ku tari mai ke tohi ang mahala timote pe ko haunga But Paula, if you guys can help us out to bring in those players, we would love to hear. And I'm pretty sure when time te na wo mai ai ke mau te tano ki vo ka te maulere ko fo pe ti me ka polisi or whatnot. Please help us out to get those players out to us. Going to kutohe mai Paula again and te pe mai Walita and David Bloomfield na iki he timi a kolofo ho. I mean,
Hifo's basketball teams too were quite good. Early 80s. They were pretty good.
Pretty good at fuhu, but pretty good.
pretty good as sabi went to be. It's a non-contact and I was quite fast and Oko aku alhola vainga sinta o gold attack o marpe foi hu ha ke ko ke pase pulo tau to ani ya Why I pay a calo me ako ya.
Just another little history from Paula Pacifique again. When Pehe Kimpu was raised by Queen Salote's family. Queen Salote picked Kimpu between Waini and Longoteme when he was 2 years old of age. I am not sure about the age, but he was young. Malo Paula. Yes, Paula, if you can help us with Poltere, please do. Ego Ositohi Gafehi, his daughter, Tahine Obaka on Facebook. I've written her and tried to get, because we would love to have everyone on this team.
Yes.
On this 1973 team, if we can get, like Hauma said, there's probably only 7 of them left. And our next one, which would be on the 21st of January, would be Malakai Alatini, which was another member. And yes, he is from Hihifo. But but you know, if you can help us to get him, we would appreciate that. Another beast. Mahalo ko si Pekia hoku kainga me kapeta. Where's kapeta in Tonga?
Kapeta right there by there is.
Oh, okay.
Kapeta na foi yafa tu peko na go me malae awa tu e tabakto matau pe me lera tu foi konga ko ya penga se hanga ka mo os fefin ko ka wala mai wagi ako kapeta.
Okay.
Não falou para cá do API, não é?
Koya fakadot pe
Ame ko lau kapeta time ko time politiki ta ni ko na no ko alo fakto. Yes. Come in, Press.
hey
Feila pe que na que pehe ko fa bo puna to ko fulu
iyo
ai ko fa na to fit
ya
o si alo I kaure ka ki tonga no si o nga ta eva ki tonga
ko to ko wa pe na mawo ki tonga he pa 4 years ago ko ma tu fo ko tamasi lahi ku sila jaimin o kuya ke lang ko tempare ko ni Auckland. He's waiting for Tonga to allow people to foreigners to come into Tonga, and he's gonna be there. He's gonna be the project manager of building the temple in Babao. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
That's great. I just wanted to know about your kids and some of your grandkids. Do any of them play sports or like to follow you like rugby?
No, you know what? They were playing up in they were playing football in high school. I told them, hey, you guys pay more attention to the book. The books will take you to where you want to be. Football, it's a good game, but once you get hurt, then then you don't have anything to fall back to. So all of them hit the books a little harder, and some of them doing okay, can go okay. As long as I don't have to support, I'm good.
That's it.
So they all good. They can support themselves.
I have 31 grandkids. I just had my 31st 2 weeks ago.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious. With my 6 kids.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't know that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bill, I'm grateful that Haunga and Whakahauwalu have the same frame of mind.
Yes.
Is wanting their children to treat education is something important.
Yes.
You know, and I am so grateful that, and I hope that the parents and our kids are watching this program. Here is two of our finest rugby players that recognize that importance of education. So I hope that we can, instill that into our kids and our grandkids, and that's some of the quality of this program that you folks are doing. I know that you guys push education, and how can we doubt Haunga and how is in Japan following his kids, making sure that they are doing what they're supposed to. And he even said it, education.
Yeah.
And that's great.
You know, I was so happy to see him because when I saw him last Sunday, that's the first time I see him since I left Tonga in 75. That's the first time I see him. So I haven't seen him in person, but it's almost like I see him in person. And he lose a few hair there, but he looks good to me. I was so proud.
Last time I saw him was 2011.
Oh yeah.
That was the last time. She still had hair then.
What was he? What did he do there? Was he?
Oh no, he was just with the coaching staff, just tagging along and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw him Saturday. I wish I could talk to him, but I'm so proud that his son was there. It looked like the son is doing okay there with his wife and the kids, and so I'm happy for him. I'm sorry that I missed John Murphy. I didn't know he passed away until a month later. That Manutahi told me. I knew that John when he told me about a month ago. I said a month ago, then you finally called me. But then like now, everybody have a cell phone.
Yes.
And then if you want to talk to somebody, you look up and dial and you talk. Then just have your phone line, and then a lot of people don't even know my phone. After we built our home, we moved in here in 1983 and put our phone line, and it's still sitting there. Hardly use it, but it's still sitting. Everyone has a cell phone. But every time I try to tell my wife to maybe we should just eliminate the home line. She said no, because almost everything in the house is tied into that phone, like a bank, the utility bills there, and like the doctors, everything there. They need a phone number. It's our old phone number. So it's just sitting there sometimes. But I don't think anybody ever used it until someone called that line,
You can also port it to your cell phone. That same number, you can always have the company port that number into your cell phone if you don't want to lose it. But there's still a few good use for the home phone, huh? I can't think of one right now.
The problem is, I'm so old. I'm not even. A lot of time I have to ask my friend to come see what's wrong with my phone, and they say all I have to do is turn it off back. You don't have to worry about that, whatever that problem was.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all good.
I can still remember my mom and dad's old phone number. 964-2405. So we will never forget that number.
Yeah.
It was on since 1978, I think, when we first moved into our house. So, but anyways, I know Fitu, Hana. Come on, guys! This is our time with the legend. Eh? You guys get involved because I know you guys are gonna talk to us in our page. So this is your time.
Just listening to you, so much knowledge about the rugby game. Just hearing how you broke down plays, and surprisingly listening to you talking about football also. I was wondering, we were talking about it earlier. I was wondering, did you ever coach? Did you ever coach any rugby teams?
Or if I ever coach?
Yeah.
No. I just after I play when I came from Tonga, and I just came to play Hawaii for a few years, and I came up here to play again. I think I played maybe 2 or 3 games, and then I had my son. I told my wife, my son is coming, hanging up. I have no idea where they are now. So, but I never coached. I don't know. I just don't want to be a coach. I don't know. Maybe I was afraid of failure, as a coach. But I don't know about if I have the opportunity. I know if I coach, I will be as calm as you can be as a coach. And the thing I'm afraid of, because I saw.
I think you make a great coach.
I saw Michael Johnson try to be a coach, and do it because I think they expect everybody to be like them. But I don't know. I just I never asked, never tried, or would never be. So.
We laughed earlier about talking about practice. This has nothing to do, but anyways, go maukasi ni be go Samuela pinati na ne whakalele I goe ki mautolu. I mean, this guy, we don't know because he was a big time smoker. I mean, some of us throw up. I'm going to go Ocean, you go a mouth foul, me help a hammer at the Mantu Hagay peanut. Nangal if I predict to Tamazana. Don't make any doubt I have a melody. I went to Wagazuni, I see when you have my motto of what he said. But anyway, but But I remember, Haunga used to give some good pointers when he used to come around in our teams in Salt Lake. And I know he would have been a great coach, like Hano says. I mean, all the knowledge that you have, but, some people shy away or shun away by, like you said, afraid of failure. He's had so much success in our rugby world that that was something that he feared. He didn't want to lose. I mean, you heard just that one loss. He went and wept forever just from losing one game.
I thought it was the end
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He thought it was the end of the world that he lost one game. But imagine if he would have lost as a coach. Hano? So, anyways, Fitu?
O te whai hano. So, just for me, I go. It's a big upgrade now, with the rugby world now. Nowadays, if you don't get a W, then they train you to look ahead. There's always next week to make up for the game that you didn't win. Nowadays, the mental side of it is it's improving. It's a big important thing to the game now, where you gotta really learn how to let go of every mistake you make in the past or during the game. Now you got 3 seconds. They train you to you make a mistake. You got 3 seconds to fix it and leave it behind you and move on to the next job. That's why I'm learning at the same time, and I'm comparing the olden day rugby to nowadays. Where
that's true.
So, like every team now that you go into with the rugby, professional rugby world now, is they have that type of person that you have to. Whenever you need help, you talk to that person. They help you with your off and on field situation, and they can help you with that nowadays. Like some people have problem now. You shouldn't have excuses now to with your mental side of in the game nowadays, because they all have that. They have those people that you can reach out for help, and they do help you a lot along the way. So.
Yeah, back in our days when we played, when you make mistakes and all that stuff, they tell you forget about. Learn from it and move on. And what the NFL does, if you make a mistake during a game, they find you. There's another way of you learning. They find you. They find you for your mistakes. So, when you look at your check that week, there's some money coming out of your check. So you learn real quick. Man. Mistake again.
Especially to those who's not making much,
Right.
Man, they learn quick. Press, I know you have one more in you, so bring it, because our time is going. So go ahead and ask your next question, President, please.
Yeah. How do you and you maybe Bill, do you folks still keep in contact with the HIFA team, or what is going on in HIFA with who's running the team and who's because we missed that. We missed that powerhouse from HIFA.
May I answer before Haunga, please? We have a committee here that we started for our HIFA team a few years back, and Haunga here is our president. And we did some help. We sent money to the team. But everybody keeps asking me, why did you guys stop? To me, I felt like it was mismanaged. That's just me. That's why I wanted to go before Haunga. I don't want to influence his answer or his before me. But with the because we want to know. For years they've been writing us, hey, we want to make us a weightlifting room. Because now they either go to Tekiu to lift, or they go uptown and rent a place for them to lift weights for the team. Ako ega de me puhame na hake banga o talamai okay ai tapaka ai timi mo na upia e osha e tau I'm like, you know, we played here for years, and when we want to drink, we buy our own beer. When is this a team thing? So to me, that was wrong. And I've never told our president here at Hauma about this, because I know this would devastate him. But that's just, to me, I called it off. I said, you know what? It's not worth it to help the team. And in defense to the losses, before I let Haunga go, you know, like I said, Thank You or the Fue Kafa, or Kafa Fue or whatever, they have their own team. Fahefa have their own team. Tafu o toko wanyo o Haunga o Paki Fukafuka une kamata imahale ki tini ko ai abia tafu. I'm like, oh my goodness, man, you know. Hifo is just gonna keep on going down to answer your question, President. It's just gonna keep on going down because it's not together anymore. That togetherness that we had with Haonga and them folks is not there anymore because, you know, it's like every little town, there's, you know, it's just like the politics stuff now, you know. They're sick of corruption. So every little town in Ivo now has a team. So that's why that domination is never going to happen again, I don't think.
Nga po bege me ko ke fanonga tau he famatala mai mo no Talanoa be tamai ko ko cheni din ave nai ki hala hono ngawa ko he akama ko rawa palele ko ko ke honga o ilo ko hai na hang ko hai ka tama ko no fa ai me ko po e time ni o si be foi mea ko ya de fanonga ko o pe ko yang ko ai na o kalevo que te loto que taia que te alu o cheni da tu que kainga e foco vinga chia tu ko que me ko ko ni ko ka ku tu ko dai mini tu ko be que na pai pe na foca au na ko hang kumpe na pia mai na pa ko time ko e o sua tau ko lu mai ko e ka vai nga te fai va ko ki nga pasi mo kore mai pe que ba sini que ko ka foi pia cigarette mo ko te sai ki tata e fikita in ja ko ta kuma ki foi in modi pate no ngai pe ko mon fo que ko te mini que o si vai nga there's nothing like old one coming in que go down no kako me po sai ko te vai nga ta ko muri ko sui tau pa tal bigita o tama mo de seni to tong be e kala ko ya pe ko but ko tu ko te ni ka be que je to e fiuta que au na tol pe je porque kawatu que palera con me
Goya. Pero me apeta o fei president ko alamon liava na coach. This year I'm not sure que coach alamoni bekai, but I think it was 2 years ago where he won the championship again for the first time since way back then.
Was that Alamoni's coaching? Was that under Alamoni?
Yes.
Yes,
Alamoni was the head coach at that time.
Great.
Alamon Liaba is who I'm referring to, folks. So, you know, big shout out to Alamoni for even taking the time and efforts, to run this team. It's like what Fukahau was saying. Players nowadays, it's like, I mean, my goodness, man. Piliki or something rather than.
Wow.
Yeah.
Malko e fo ipe mo tolu pil ne fu lai pe mo saute.
Yeah. Na mafu popo I albito e mau timi hifo, neong e mau no fat me murini, kana mau popo I pe timi ko mau fenga ko ke to e foke timi ki e tunga na ai, ka wange ko lau o ulahi ange mau fenga o to e lahi ange e corruption. I timi, but
I kai ba nga ya. I be no money.
Oh yeah, hey, you guys from Evo, you heard it from the man himself, Koya paisteni he mau ki komiti Evo any sore kini, and you guys heard it, I mean, you guys are not going to get any help until you satisfy him from what he hears and what he sees. So we can go ahead and keep helping. Go shield. I'm going to go ahead now for I mai haunga. I post my oguri my nusi like ha fiha mano mo ha fua. I'm like, man, what are you guys going to do with that? Good luck. I mean, from what I do, it's a lot of work. Get along our way, man. But now hang away by a pay my it's not funny at all. Guys, we want to help you guys, but get it right. Get it right, evil.
Just gently putting in the time check. We have 13 minutes.
13? Yeah. Okay, I just want to announce again, I want to welcome Sina Waslafa. Again, we, the boys of the cast of Tongan Pro Athletes of today and yesterday, we are merging with 801 radio show, and we are hoping that we can help one another, especially their help with their technologies and things like that with the radio, that can broaden our horizon or our show to out the world. They're right now traveling to San Francisco, and they're almost there, she says. But we love you guys and be safe. Wear you guys masks, guys. There's too many people getting sick. And anyways, we would like to just give this time to you guys, whoever wants to say something real quick, and then we'll turn the time over to Haunga to finish us off, and then we'll go from there.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, go ahead, Price.
I just want to thank Haunga. And I don't want to, bring up any church, any certain denomination, but I've known Haunga since Leahona, and he has always been a very, very religious person. And coming to knowing him in Hawaii, he was always strong in the church. What a great example to us younger generation. Knowing what he could do, not just on the field, but also outside of the field with his family and loved ones. So nothing but the gratitude of this champion for all of his great example. Love you, Haunga. Appreciate you.
Thank you, President. Thank you.
Haunga, I'll just go ahead. It's been an honor being on here with you, just listening to the stories from back then. And a lot of the stories I've heard before, especially the one with your injury against the Maori All Blacks. You know, I heard those stories from my dad and Uncle Matisa when he was still alive. I guess they were all at that game. But you know, it's an honor just to talk to you. I don't say too much on this show because a lot of times I forget that I'm part of the show and I end up being a fan just watching. But like I said, it's an honor, pleasure, and thank you for being on here. And
Malo.
We appreciate you, Ano, very much.
Yeah. Kau ngā malo be, kamala be o lot maulalo ke tau tānoa pia fin. O ku whawhiawhia whoki ki au he Talanoa ki he kia mō tolu na mō whawhawhonga ia tonga i he sporti. Ta ndiango bena o tupa kia Hawaii. Nai whai be hanongo ia mō tolu o mō wainga mo Māori ho mo vainga mo ave hingoa tonga maman te kau te fit be ki he kau sport ka ta tonga kau he ka he kau fu kau lere sporti kau he kau sport ka to be tonga o na hanga ave ai hingoa tonga i tu i maman ka to o fa fia te au e fia fine he tau Talanoa wako ngai me ala e me ala e wo kamata mai homo tai mi o mai ki a honi ki mau tol na mau wa o ke tunga gonu mau au ki ai wa pe ke tau fana ke dai ni ke nau ilo ki mau tol ko foi por kana ma ke nau mau hanga fotu ke nau ilo i mau tol he ko mau tol na mau hanga o kamata mai sporti o wai o mawai e whainga Māori o mautolu goni i hen i Amerikani. Po mo ngai si pinga o mo whatata i a mautolu mo e whanau, mau whiawhia he whanau atu ka mautolu mo gei talavou pe, mo gei mālohi, mo gei mau e atamai le rei ke whaiha Talanoa mai kia mautolu mo e whanau i he unau na fosia he mea koe. Pau mau whawewhia bito he pia whini mo e taimi koe mo e ngai uke kua o si he mau Talanoa atu kia mautolu. Malo bito mo tot mau lalo ke tau Talanoa i he polkalama koe ni. Malo.
Malo.
I'll just quickly say something. I don't have much to say, and I don't want to take up too much time. But Haunga, I just want to say that it's a real privilege to me to have this time. But nyongo kaike tau together physically, but it's a great honor to whawhetai ke Egypta ki lava peo whisio whaki hu whangai whatapu mata sio mata to each other, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and it's just listening to you, your wealth of knowledge, you know, your charisma. I mentioned it before we went on live that I was really impressed with those that are still with us in the 70s, how well kept they are. They're still strong, they're still fit and well spoken. So thank you very much for your contribution to the country, to our community, and for sharing some of your important knowledge with us today. O whalahi ata koe pia moe family, and hopefully God permits us to come together physically, and maybe we can do something to get the remaining 7 together for a reunion. And it's a shame that we haven't got haven't got the privilege of talking to those before you in your time earlier on, and the other foundational members. But I don't have anything else to say, and just saying thank you. Pe foki o whātu kia koe tuita ka o mafoki tau guest that's also here. Ko ia pe malo pito. And thank you once again, gentlemen, for a good show. Malo pito.
Thank you, John.
Press.
Just from me, again, I'm just grateful that I'm here. I'm part of the team. I also learn a lot, especially with the Tonga rugby. I was a part of it, and like I said before, I only know a couple of them, but I never get to run into some of the players. They were part of the beginning of the Ikaletahi. I know you're just down the road from me. I'm in Salt Lake too, so maybe one day I get to drive down to or meet up with you and get to sign my jersey. Which I need you to sign my jersey, please. Maybe one day we'll keep in touch, and
There
I
you
need
go.
to get
There you go. Yeah.
all in all, ofa alahi atu, and stay healthy and look after yourself. Ofa te with my family. God bless.
Thank you.
Malo fitu. Mai ki whalan koe a māku, Prez, you have something?
No, I think I pretty much said everything. Thank you very much, Bill, for allowing me to join you guys tonight. It's an honor to be
More
a
than
part of
welcome
you.
every week, brother.
Yeah.
And,
More than welcome.
Thumbs up, President. Thumbs up.
Yeah. Before I turn the time over to President, I just want to make the announcement again. Next week, Thursday, I know it's Christmas Eve, but te mau kore at bege mau ki whakahoasi atu ki mau tolu. Mau sio mai bege he tau me mipa koini ko Timote Manoa. Mau whenga bege, okay ke whaha mau whaike eke ki ai. But we need you guys' help. So I'm glad Luifa and the 801 band is going to help us out, you know, to celebrate this with some of the music for next week, Tim's night. And hopefully some of you ex-players, former players, and current players, please join in, jump in. I'll put out the link, and you guys are more than welcome to come in. I've written a lot of you, so please join us. So anyways, we'll turn this time over. Well, again, thank you, 801, and to our team, Tim, Caroline, Fitu, and Ahano. And hopefully Haunga can jump on with us again next week and every week. But our other member of our cast is Istolomaka. Man, the brother sent me a picture of himself in a hospital in Australia. So hopefully you're okay, Brother Isi, Istolo. Hoping the Lord will bless you, and you guys keep safe out there. Thank you again. Go ahead, Haunga, and go ahead and finish us.
Okay, thank you, guys. Carlo, thank you very much. Tim, Fitu, Twitter, and Bill.
Thank you.
I want to thank you guys for the opportunity you gave me. I feel so humble, and thank you for letting me be part of your program. I give you all I have. And I hope that's enough for you guys and enough for the listener and people who is watching. I want to tell you guys, to each one of you and your spouse and your kids and grandkids, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I ask the Heavenly Father for His blessing to be with you all during these holidays, that none of your family will get hurt or anybody. Nothing but the best for everybody. I want to say to my friend Taddy in Minnesota, Luyunga in Arizona, and Soso in Florida. Merry Christmas, my brothers. Hope the Lord will bless you, even if you drink and smoke. So, guys, I want to thank you all. This is the first time I see you. I'm very humble and thankful to know that you play some rugby, some good rugby, not just rugby, but some good rugby in you. I'm proud of you, my brother. And Tim,
Thank you.
I watch you in when you were. Did you play for the Raven?
Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Brown.
Yeah.
I watch you play there, and I don't know why I think of the Raven.
Well, Cleveland moved to Baltimore when I
Oh,
left.
okay. Oh, okay. And Carol, I hope that you meet my son there. He's in New Zealand. He lives in is that place there called something Sol Bush
Oh, we had
or
in New Zealand.
Yes.
yeah, we had in New Zealand. He's if you go where they build the temple in Auckland there, he'll be there. He's there. His name is David. So
Okay.
if you happen to drive by
Yeah.
there and you just stop there and ask for him, and then you'll see him. Okay, guys, I thank you again, and I want to wish everybody, all of you, a very Merry Christmas. And
Happy bro.
hopefully I will watch you guys on Christmas Eve. Hope I can see you guys, listen to you guys. Okay, thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malo.
Again, folks, just remember Malakai Alatini will be on the 17th, but next week it'll be Tim Manoa. Next Thursday. Tune in, guys. Love you.
Okay.
Peace out.
Tino.